Today let us see about balancing chemical equation. Already you know what do you mean by balanced chemical equation. Chemical equations contains reactants and products. So balanced equation shows that number of atoms in reactant side should be equal to number of atoms in product side. So balanced equation satisfy law of conservation of mass. Why do we balance the equation? To make it balance of reactants and products. So which is important for balancing the equation? Chemical formula. So if you know the chemical formula, you can balance the equation. So already you have learned how to calculate empirical formula and how to calculate molecular formula. So the molecular formula only known as chemical formula. So if the percentage of any element is given means you can calculate the empirical formula. From that empirical formula you can calculate the molecular formula. Okay, so it's not necessary that they have to give the name of the reactor, name of the product. Without name of the reactor and name of the product, you can calculate the molecular formula. That is a chemical formula. So in such a way, you can balance the chemical equations. Okay. So this is the balance equation of which one? C2H6. What is C2H6? Ethane. We know balance equation, unbalanced equation, chemical equation. So the another one, how to balance the equation, what are the important points we have to keep it in our mind to balance the equation. Here one example is given, you can practice. Remaining some other examples also will be given to practicing balance the equation. Next, another important word, stoichiometry. Stoichiometry is the study which deals with what? Let us see. Stoichiometry, actually the word look like a very difficult and different word, but actually it is commonly known as mentioning the reactants and products. That's all. Just different terms we are using to mention the chemical reaction, that is known as stoichiometry. How much amount of substance we are using for the reaction, how much amount of reactants we use, how much amount of product we get, this all the one can be learned in the stoichiometry. The stoichiometry simply deals with that word, actually this derived from the Greek word stoichion, that is mean element. Metron, that means measure. So we are measuring the element. Stoichiometry deals with the calculation of masses and volume also. Volume of the reactants and products involved in chemical reaction. So in the chemistry lab we might do different type of experiment, and while doing the experiment we don't know how much amount of substance we are using. So while weighing that, now we'll come to know that how much amount of, if you use means how much amount of product you can get it. So this stoichiometry equation deals with amount of substance which is used. Actually it is based on calculation process. So before understanding how to calculate the amount of reactants required or those produced in a chemical reaction, we have to use this stoichiometry equation. So for stoichiometry equation, the important one which we want to keep in our mind is balanced chemical equation. The balanced chemical equation is a very important part in stoichiometry equation. So here one example we have given. 2 hydrogen combined with 1 oxygen. So when you are reading this, simply you will say 2 hydrogen react with 1 oxygen to give 2 water. What do you mean by that? Whether it is two hydrogen atom or two hydrogen molecule, that we have to say very clearly. So while reading the chemical equation, we have to give the clear information. So here two molecule of hydrogen react with one molecule of oxygen to give two molecule of water. Are you clear? So this is the way you have to use. In other word, you can connect it with the terms of moles. How do you read by using moles? 2 moles of hydrogen react with 1 mole of oxygen to give 2 moles of water. At the same time, you know that 1 mole is equal to that atomic mass of particular element. So here you can use, instead of mole, you can use the word gram also. 2 gram of hydrogen is react with 2 gram of hydrogen is react with how much gram of oxygen? One oxygen molecule contain 32 gram of oxygen. So 32 gram of oxygen to give how much amount of water? 2 molecule of water. So that one molecule of water contain 18 gram. So 2 into 18, 36 gram of water is formed. So this is the way we have to read that chemical equation. How will you say in number of particles? You know that 1 mole of any substance is equal to 6.022 10 to the power 23 molecule. So 2 into 6.022 10 to the power 23 molecules of hydrogen react with 6.022 10 to the power 23 particles of oxygen to give 2 into 6.022 10 to the power 23 particles of water. So this is the way we have to read the stoichiometric equation. So now you know the stoichiometric equation. It makes us to predict about the chemical reaction. It predicts the volume of gas produced by the reaction if the given starting reactants. One reactant is given means how much amount of volume of gas will be produced during the reactions can be calculated. Further, what do you need? So balance the equation is needed. Then you have to convert the unit of given substance to mole. Next, by using the mole ratio, you can calculate the mole of substance yielded by the reaction. Next, you have to convert the moles of wanted substance to desired unit. So this is the way we have to calculate stoichiometry. So what type of reactions can be used to say stoichiometry reactions? All those type of reactions. All chemical reactions should be mentioned by using stoichiometric reaction. So the word we are using just is stoichiometric calculation. Actually, it describes the quantitative relationship between the amount substance and of the products and reactants. It is based on law of conservation of mass. Stoichiometric is based on law of conservation of mass. Production of products, like what are the products we are preparing in the laboratory, and some are the day-to-day life product like soap, chocolates, deodorant. So while preparing this, how much amount of or how much quantity of substance reactant is used to yield certain quantity of product. So in that field, stoichiometric calculation is very, very important to predict the quantity of product. So how much while we might use this in our day-to-day life. Suppose if you want to prepare some of the cooking item, how much amount of salt you have to use, how much amount of water you have to use, we will be used by practice. Correct? So but when you are using as a product, as a purchasing products or selling product, it should be a very perfect, so that for each and every, even for the food item or that any other preparation item like tires and different type of cosmetics and different type of materials, alloys, for those all purpose we use stoichiometrics. That means amount of reactants and amount of products. So production of tell us how much of each reactant is required. How much of what for making one product we use different type of reactants. So it tell us how much each reactant is required to obtain the desired amount of product. So we need molar mass, or first you have to convert to molar mass, and you know that mole to gram, gram to mole, and you need another one important is coefficient of balance equation. So when you are balancing equation, you will be having one coefficient, that is must to calculate the stoichiometric problem. This all the one are related to problems.